that day. So each house has an obligation to take out their own trash. Each house has an obligation to take out their own trash. Follow me, I'm going somewhere with this. Every house in this neighborhood takes responsibility for their own child, their own children, their own trash, right? Every house is responsible for its own self, and this neighborhood has no problems.
I like it. Let's go. I like it.
Let me slow it down so some of y'all can catch up. In this neighborhood right here, right? You see the garbage cans. See how people decorate their houses with little Christmas lights? Garbage can goes on the corner, right? This is the garbage can. The garbage can goes on the corner. Everybody takes out their own trash. Everybody takes care of their own responsibility. In this community right here, right? In this community right here, nobody has to come and do anything. What are you doing for the hood? What are you doing for the community? If everybody took responsibility for their own children, nobody wouldn't have to do nothing for the hood. If everybody took responsibility for their own children, if every man stepped up to raise his child and take care of his wife, we wouldn't need nobody to come to the hood to be the savior of the hood. If every man took the responsibility to become his own business owner, his own boss, or go out to bust his ass and work, we wouldn't need nobody to be the savior of the hood. Everybody talk about, what are you doing for the community? There's nobody doing absolutely nothing for my community. This is my community right here, right? So when you ask me, what am I doing for my community? This is my community right here. This is where I live at. This is where I reside at right now. There's nothing that I have to do in this community, because each and every man, woman, and child, and every last one.
Oh, I must got the skill I need. I almost got the skill.
That's all we need. We invest in the community.
It's more than gym shoes and bags. It's a pay it forward.
I'm trying to need 10 steals with LaMelo. I'm trying to need 5 this nigga. Let's go. Pull that. Oh my God, KD so hard.
One of these houses over here is taking care of their own responsibility. When I first came to this neighborhood,
no, fuck that.
I was walking my dogs on a leash. Wherever my dog shitted at, I left it there. And you know what happened? White neighbor came knocking on my door, tap, 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 and he had some little bags in his hand. And he said, you see these bags right here? This is what you use to clean up your shit. He checked the shit out of me.
Alright, time to go.
And I thought about it like, at first I was about to like spaz out, then I thought about it like, that is some nasty shit to let your dog just shit wherever you want them at and just leave it there on other people's property. They taught me when I got out of the hood how to get rid of the hood mentality and clean up and be responsible for my own, even my own dogs. In the hood, you can't even walk through certain blocks without stepping on dog shit, because the people in the community don't give a damn about the community. If everybody took responsibility,
KD, where you at?
And did what they were supposed to. You don't even have to do anything for anybody else in the hood, because in this neighborhood, nobody does nothing for me. I don't have to do nothing for them. You know why? Because everybody is taking care of their own responsibility, and everybody is living in harmony. There's no beefing, no shootouts, no crack selling, no dope selling, no prostitution.
Nothing
Everybody's living in peace. Oh, right. So you know the difference between this neighborhood right here and where I come from, the Bronx River, where you come from, like in Chicago, Chirac. Over here, if I was to let off a gun over here and I bust a gun over here, everybody over here is telling. You know why? Because they don't want that nigga shit over here. They don't want that nigga mentality over here, that real nigga mentality. I bust my gun, man. No, they don't want that over here. They don't want it. If they find out that somebody over here is pimping, selling drugs, the police is running up in your spot. There is no code of silence. They ain't going for that. When I turn my music up in his driveway, Miss Barbara coming knocking. Hassan, you better turn that music down. Okay, Miss Barbara, you know why? Because it's a respect thing. Even when it comes to the music, you gotta respect the ears of the elderly. So I had to learn to adapt and get out of my savage ways. There is no code in the street on these neighborhood blocks over here. There's no code. You know what the code is? Respect everybody else's boundaries. In the hood, you don't have that. You know what the craziest part about it is in the hood with me being a YouTuber, a blogger? If I speak on certain topics, y'all tell me I'm a chatty patty, I need to mind my business. So I should remain silent while JoJo, Ray Ray, and Mike all air out all the little babies, all the rippling through the houses, the projects, the cars, all the mothers crying. Just don't speak on that, because that's real nigga shit, real nigga time. You can't speak on that. Just allow the criminals to be criminals in the hood. And until you get rid of that mentality right there, you can't save the hood. You can't do nothing for it. That's the problem in the hood.
No, we're gonna swap out that dirt.
To take care of their own home. Right? Their own home. In this house that I reside in, I got a bunch of kids of my own that I gotta take care of. I gotta homeschooling, I gotta make sure they got clothes. I gotta make sure they got food on the table, and then I gotta make sure every last one of my children don't have to go out and ask anybody for a job. It's my job to create a job for my children. It's my job to create a job for my children and not send them out to the colonizer or the conqueror who conquered us and put us in these conditions to ask them, please, can I put in the application? It's every man's responsibility to lead a path for his own children. The problem is that a lot of you chicks, right? A lot of you chicks, they're sitting up there talking about, he ain't shit. Or these dudes ain't shit. What kills me about a lot of you sisters is that you know the pain of giving birth to a child and have to do everything by yourself or be on welfare. But then you will let your son have my daughter or her daughter or his daughter come up in your house and go up in a room and have unprotected sex with your young son that cannot provide. He's not even old enough to have sex, but he's laid up in a room with my daughter, and you allow your sons to sleep with the daughters of the hood and get them pregnant prematurely, get them pregnant early, knowing that neither one of them cannot take care of the responsibility of having a child. So what's the first thing that they want to do? Go straight to the same system that put us under these conditions and oppressed us. And then you wonder why the hood ain't going to change? The hood ain't going to change because the mentality ain't going to change. The hood ain't going to change because the mentality ain't going to change. And that's just something to think about. The same women that's sitting up there screaming, oh, you niggas ain't shit, is letting some little boy, which is their son, blow the back out of some little girl, and they're sitting on the phone gossiping about them. He had that little girl in the room, her fresh ass screaming, instead of sitting up there saying, hold up. Y'all not ready for this. You ain't mature enough to be a father, and you ain't mature enough to be a mother. Y'all gotta stop that. Now,
stupid ass.
Hi, I'm Sheldon.
Sheldon looking ass chick.
now is not the right time. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. You can't save the hood. You have to save yourself. If every man took responsibility to own up to what's going on at his own doorstep, the hood would be a better place. And it's just that simple. Once again, in this neighborhood right here, ain't no drug selling. Ain't no shootouts. Ain't no stick-ups. Ain't no dog poop on the floor.
Yeah, you got to get my
Everybody takes responsibility for their own home, and this is what makes this a
I know you
middle-class
into try, but nigga, you trash. You got them flopping and shit.
Shit, in the wintertime like right now, you can't even park your cars on the street.
Nigga, fuck the wood, bitch.
So if I had to come, let's say for example, if I came home in the late night.
That's why y'all can't have guns in New York, pussy ass nigga.
After a certain time.
Yeah, dribble that out. Let's talk some. Fuck nigga, y'all can't have guns out there. Shut your stupid ass up. You would know what a stick is if it hit you in the heart. Shirt face ass nigga. Shirt face ass nigga.
Everybody know I keep the streets clean. The people run the neighborhood.
You sound like Tekashi 6ix9ine.
You know what they do? They go down to the town hall.
Nigga, you sound you from New York, bro.
They withhold your taxes. So you'll still pay your taxes, but they're
withholding
Virginia. Taxes, so that way they can take your house.
Oh, you over there bumping Chris Brown, gay ass nigga?
Because they don't want no trash in their neighborhood. And into the hood.
You over there bumping that Trey Songz and Chris Brown, nigga? That's all I know from Virginia, nigga.
Calling themselves OGs. I'm OG this, I'm OG.
What kind of car you drive? A Kia? Broke ass nigga.
Stop repping them corny ass sets and rep your children. And that's how
I got Beamer. What you got?
It is what it is. Some of y'all ain't gonna like what I have to say.
Keep it paused. Let's talk. Let's talk for 2 minutes. Let's talk for 2 minutes.
And that's what's killing the hood. It's just that simple.
What up? You on YouTube?
Hit that subscribe button.
What's your Instagram?
Make sure if you film this video, you share this video. I know I'm the most important voice that's speaking on these topics. A lot of people like to sit up there and tell you, oh, we kings and queens. No. Where we came from, everybody black was in the queen.
Interesting.
That is a goddamn lie. And I want you to think about something too. King.
Your shit say New York, you from Virginia. How you claiming some shit you ain't even from?
And they wasn't the only one.
You exposed yourself. Why your shit say New York?
So when I sit up there and I say every king.
You trying to fake your accent?
Every queen.
Sir, nah, fuck that. You just said you from Virginia, my nigga. Your shit say New York. You trying to do the New York accent? Go ahead, talk that Randy Moss shit. Go ahead, talk that Allen Iverson shit, my nigga. Head ass nigga. Oh, your shit was Treyway on the last 2K, wasn't it? Gotcha. Yeah, nigga, what up? I want. No, for real. Yeah, you smart.
It is what it is. Pay attention to your circle before you coach.
CeraVe, what your skin craves.
Tell y'all something, man. Only the real one relate to this video. Only the real one relate to this video. 2020 was an ugly year. A lot of cats ain't make it.
I'm just had this open.
A lot of cats ain't gonna make it. You wanna know how to survive 2021? You gotta get low and get money.
They hear Carlos say it too.
What I kept saying, the more that I know,
the more
I say less. A lot of us out here stunting for the gram, stunting for Facebook, stunting for social media.
Hey, you like Kodak and Kylie and one dog.
I seen so many rappers.
For real, look.
mislead the youth.
That's the college
on
side.
ads.
I'm
outside. Yeah, I'm outside. Everybody was outside, right? Bragging about being outside. But see, here's the thing, right?
That's the college.
All of the cats that was bragging about being outside, they wasn't active with them hammers. They just pretend like they active with them hammers. A lot of them cats that was fronting like they was outside, you see them outside.
JoJo acting like she outside. She ain't outside. I like this nigga videos though.
These rappers, actors, paid activists had so much to say building up to this